What up, NBA fan? What up, all sports fans? This your boy JB, host of the Behind the Bench Podcast Network and channel. Giving a shout out to the rest of the crew. Shy, Kelvin, Jermaine, KB Film Room, Big Dog Talk Sports. That's right. That's right. Everyone who's tuning in, thank you for supporting Behind the Bench. Subscribe to the channel. Help make the show the best that it can be. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Hey, man, look. As a fan of the NBA, man, what I like to do, I like to listen to legendary figures of the league, whether they are coaches, executives, scouts, people who cover the league. I like to get firsthand accounts, man. What makes a team great, or what is essential for developing an eye for talent. You know what I'm saying? What I mean by talent, I'm talking about like unsung talent, players who you draft late in the first round, in the second round, who turn out to be, greater than expected, who contribute to a team's success. And one thing that I noticed about Jerry West, the late great Jerry West, the logo, Mr. Clutch. When he put a team together, man, because remember, he was a consultant for the Golden State Warriors. And one of the things that he was adamant about, he said, do not split up the pairing of the Splash Brothers, Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. He said, don't do it, because you have a championship formula for this era. And he was right, man. They never did break the team up. And we all know how that went down in history. 4 championships in 8 years for the Golden State Warriors, with the Splash Brothers leading the way. And one of the things I noticed about Jerry West is when he brought in players or drafted players, the impression that I get is he didn't draft players that reminded him of great players from yesteryear. He brought in guys as to how he envisioned the league becoming moving forward in the future. Not saying that an era was more talented, but how he can build a team to become better than the landscape. You see what I'm saying? Like, what type of players who can help him achieve that goal down the road? He was not looking at the immediate result. He was looking at what a player can become 3-4 years down the road. And we've seen countless examples with that, So when I look at one Max Christie, man, he fits that prototype. Now, Jerry West did not have any say-so, or was not associated with the Lakers during that time. But I'm going to say, man, Rob Pelinka getting a lot of flack. He has an eye for talent, dog. I'm sorry, because he was the one, who he acquired a draft pick from the Orlando Magic. He purchased a second-round pick from the Orlando Magic and used that to select Max Christie in the second round, and from Michigan State. And like I said, I watch these workout videos, and I'm not trying, like I said, for people who tune in and subscribe to the channel, I'm not trying to be redundant. What I'm trying to do is emphasize that what we have seen the Lakers do over the past 7 years, as well as other franchises over the past 2-3 years, like the Phoenix Suns, the Philadelphia 76ers, even the Los Angeles Clippers, we're not seeing teams doing that no more, man. I don't think we're going to see teams do it because they don't guarantee anything. It's just a lot of talk. It's a lot of smoke and mirrors, and it doesn't result in anything concrete, And then what it turns into is scapegoats, coaches getting fired, more players getting traded off, or the star player who pushed for all these moves to be made. They go on about their business. You see what I'm saying? But Max Christie, I saw him again last night, man. As he helped the Dallas Mavericks stave off a rally by the Golden State Warriors. That was a thrilling game at the end, man, because Steph Curry was hitting shots, Jimmy Butler, was hitting shots. This is probably Golden State's last go. They've had a tremendous run, man. 4 titles in 8 years. You really can't ask no more for that. And Steph Curry, I'm gonna give him his props, dog. I believe he's one of the top 10 greatest players to ever do it. He meets the criteria. All-time leader in free throw percentage, shooting percentage, 3-pointers made, 4 championships, played his entire career for one team. I got to give it to him, man. I'm gonna say he top 10. But Max Christie, man, what I like about him, he has a lot of poise. And what I noticed already is that Dallas trusts him to bring the ball down the court, man, during the latter stages of these games where you know he's going to face pressure, trapping pressure, double teams, try to disrupt him, or try to fluster him. And outside of one turnover, he came through for him, man. And he wants the ball. And you could tell, like, Kyrie was looking to get him the ball to set the play up. Klay Thompson was looking for him to set up the right play. Yeah, that's amazing to me, man. And that's what I'm saying. It's not about superstars all the time. It's about guys who go out there, man, and fulfill an important role on the team to help a team win. That's what it's about, dog. Of course, yes, you need a superstar. Yes. But what I'm talking about is in terms of the building blocks of a true championship team, it's not all about stacking the deck, man. Nah. And that whole formula is played out anyway. But they send it to the free throw line, and he ices the game by hitting 2 free throws to seal the deal with a 4-point victory, man. You see what I'm saying? Not Kyrie or Klay Thompson. It was Max Christie, dog. Because it's something about him, man, that they trust. He got poise, dog. And like I said, man, with all the young core members of the Lakers, man, I just, when I watch Zubac play, man, do people know? And I came across this stat last night. He has made, I think, 36 out of his last 40 free throw attempts. He's shooting 91% during that stretch. He's getting his free throw form back. And, he started off kind of slow with the free throws this year. And then he's getting that back to where his free throw shooting is like 60% right now. But career-wise, he's like a 72, 73% free throw shooter. So now, if he can get that free throw shooting back in form, well, that's another 4 points a game right there. You see what I'm saying? And you can send him to the free throw line to help close games out. So what I'm getting at, man, is the young man can play. He's contributing to winning games, dog. And these experts, man, they not getting it, dog. They not getting it because they've been so keen on watching superstars join force because they think that's going to create the buzz. They think that's going to generate the ratings, but it's not. It's producing the exact opposite effect because basketball fans who truly love competition, they're tired of the whole concept. You know what I'm saying? You look at, Luka Doncic, man. Like I said, man, I'm a fan of Luka, man. He's a big-time player, man. But he never thought he'd be traded from the Dallas Mavericks, man. He thought he was probably going to be a lifelong figure like Dirk Nowitzki. And you can tell, man, that he's not really happy about the trade, but he going to try to go out there and do what he do. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm trying to say is, man, it's been so many trades in the league over the past 10 years or so. It's like teams be making trades just to be making trades, dog. That's what I'm trying to say. Instead of really looking at, you look at the Portland Trailblazers this year. They've slowly improved from last year. Now, they're not going to the playoffs, but you can see improvement, So what I'm getting at is, through this whole experience over these past 7 years, the output has always been greater than the input. Jared Vanderbilt, he's not better than Julius Randle. You see what I'm getting at? The Lakers have not solidified a point guard position since they traded Lonzo Ball. They have not solidified a center position since they traded Ivica Zubac. They got to place ads in the paper to get a center to sign on board. and Hachimura, solid player, man. He's not better than Kyle Kuzma. Kyle Kuzma better rebounder, and he's a better defender, and he can hit big shots down the stretch. I've seen him do it too many times. Jackson Hayes, he's not better than Zubac. You see what I'm getting at? Christian Wood, he's not as effective as Thomas Bryant. Thomas Bryant more competitive. I can go on and on and on. Who else they got up in there? They didn't sign Cam Reddish. He's not better than Josh Hart. It's not even close. The output is greater than input. So that will lead you to conclude, if the young core, along with reinforcements like the Austin Reeves and the Dalton Knechts and the Max Christies, if they'd just been allowed to continue developing that chemistry, you bring in the right star player, the Lakers would have had a better record in 2019 than what they wound up having. Now, in 2020, that's the year they put all the chips in the middle of the table. They won 52 games in a season that had to be shut down due to COVID. So if they had been a full 82-game schedule, they probably would have won like about 58, 59 games. Okay, the real team with the right star player, they probably won about 51, 52 games going to the next decade. They would have had a better record in 2021 than what they wound up having. They would have definitely had a better record in 2022. 2023 and last year and this year, I guarantee it. Because as quiet as it kept in closing, what kept the Lakers afloat at the early part of the season, it wasn't the two superstars. It wasn't the Hurricane. It wasn't Anthony Davis. It was Dalton Knecht. It was Max Christie. And it was Austin Reeves. I can guarantee it. That's what kept. Remember, Vanderbilt was still out. Woods hadn't played yet. Hayes was out. That's what was keeping the team afloat, was the Lakers' real players. That's what was keeping the team going. And who's to say how it's going to end up now? It looked good because you got Luka on the team. It looks good. But as Mike Tyson said, everybody got planned until they get hit. And on the hurricane-led teams, they underperform, man, which necessitate constant roster overhauls. So, like I said, man, this ain't. I'm a big fan of Luka, and if they hit a snag, you know they're gonna be targeting him just like they target AD. He gonna be the new scapegoat. It's just gonna continue. Meanwhile, Christie, he gonna be appreciated and welcome down there in Dallas because he know how to play and he know how to compete. So, like I said, I get giddy. Brandon Ingram is in Toronto now, which I got to get used to that, man. But he's in his prime, and he said they want him to return back to All-Star level. So, I think we'll see the best. I think we will see the best of Brandon Ingram during these next 3 years because he's in his prime. Kuzma is playing. He's adjusted well in Milwaukee, and Zubac is balling in Clipperville. Josh Hart is on the team that's number 3 seed in the Eastern Conference. Best rebounder ever in the history of the NBA for a player his height or shorter. The talent that we brought to this franchise over the past 10 years, man. God dang it, man. I'm telling you, we really would be probably be working on our 3rd championship. No doubt in my mind. But kudos to Max. I'm going to start calling him Mad Max. That's my name for him. And I just, as a Laker fan, man, fans of the Hurricane got to understand, dog. What they got to understand is, man, the way I reacted to him is no different than I reacted to Sasha Vujacic and Jordan Fortmore and Andrew Bynum and the Lou Waltons of the world. And then when we brought in someone like a Trevor Ariza, who became a fixture of the team, part of our championship team of 2009, and learned under Kobe Bryant, and the Lakers of the 90s who we drafted. I had the same type of feeling, man, and excitement, and nothing has changed. And the only difference is the new young core was casted out for the Hurricane to stack the deck. That's what it comes down to, people. That's what it comes down to, man. But, when I see them play, I still see them play in the Laker uniform. And it's no use of me fighting that. That's just my natural reaction. I'm just being a fan like I've always had. It's no difference. But this super team era, it takes that away. It takes that experience away. So I just try to compensate for that the best way I can until we finally get our team back. But kudos to Mad Max. Keep on doing what you do, and I will be watching you tonight. And I know you're going to play ball again and show Laker Nation who they missing out on. But until next time, JB, BTB, behind that bench. Later. Leave posts and comments.